guys, I'm ExactChaos and welcome back to another episode of Cities Skylines. We are playing with the new Industries DLC and we are having a lot of fun with our industrial area. So we've got the farm over here. The farm has a lot of traffic and we're trying to resolve that in a natural kind of way. We don't want to immediately go and build bridges everywhere. So we'll keep an eye on that, see what we need to do. So we've provided some additional access over here, and if we run this road over here and we try and run this road over here to join this up and get a bit of an ore industry and some commercial along this area, that would be pretty good too. Okay, over here we've got the forestry industry and that's coming along pretty nicely. Not enough raw materials, truly. What about this? Tons of raw materials right over here, I believe. Yeah. And what are they saying about this? How are we doing? We need a few more workers before we can actually get this to function in the way it needs to function, or need to level up at least. So what I'm keen on doing, I could actually extend a little bit out here, get a little bit more residential going on, and I think I'll start off by doing a bit of that. Let's stay with what we've got. Let's go for about 50. And we'll do the same thing over here, and we'll do that. And so now we can try and tweak that extra piece. And what I'll do is I'll do 10 more, and then what we'll do is we'll give it a little bit of a tweak like this. Actually, the question is, do we? I'm almost thinking what we do is we try and run it like that, and then we try and tie these two together. So if we do a little bit more like that and we try and tie these together, I think that is an appropriate move. We could also look at expanding this area a little, maybe just as a dead end over there. Yeah, I kind of like the idea of doing that. Let's get our water connected over here. We need a ton more commercial in order to keep our industrial pieces going. So we'll do a little something like that. And I'm kind of tempted to do, what are we looking at in terms of zoning? Do we have some commercial over here? We do. So certainly let's start off by getting some low density zoning going on over there. Something like that is probably a good start for us. So that can start filling in over there. The question with regards to, shall I do a little bit of high density? I'm almost tempted to do so. A little bit of high density commercial. No, the high density to commercial I think is going to be too much for us over here. But I like this idea. I think we're filling in the top of that ridge pretty nicely, and then we can come down here and have that connection, and all of that's working pretty well. And I actually think what we need to do is tie this in a little bit and see how we fill that in as well. Okay, but the other thing I wanted to do is I actually want to run some of these roads appropriately through here. Wow, look at that. And I'm tempted to upgrade that to a full arterial piece. So let's move this over here for now, and we'll move that over there, and we'll move that one over there, and we'll move that one over there. And then what I want to do is I want to move this one where exactly? Well, I'll move it back. I could move it back. So let's pop it there for the minute. And then I just want to upgrade this thing so we can actually run this thing straight through here. So let's get the big road and we'll upgrade it. And this is poor planning since we didn't know we're going to upgrade it all the way through. But now at least we have the upgrade option over there. So now what I want to do is I actually now want to move this thing back. And I want to place it in that spot right over there. So when these guys, Question is, will these guys could go out that way? Alternatively, yeah, anyway, that's straight from there. We'll leave the rest as is for now and might move some stuff later. Did we disconnect that? We did indeed disconnect that, but we'll keep an eye on it. Okay, so let's run our main road through here now. We'll go with that. And we'll go with this. Okay, keep that pretty straight. Did this thing rise? Yeah, it's rising and I don't like it. Just drop that down and we'll try that again. Like so. Oh, it's doing the same thing, so that's okay. So now what I want to do is this area over here is obviously going to go industrial, and so what I'm thinking is that this area and that area could be a bit of a commercial and so on. So we need a bit of a road to run through from the one to the other. So let's do a little bit of this. Something like that. We could do a bit more and then we can start turning it in there. Where shall we? No, it's probably more that way, is it? No, more this way. No, too much. Something like that. Too much. Something like that should be pretty decent. And then we'll keep going straight over here. This is going to be our main thoroughfare through this area. Up to there somewhere. So what we can do is we can tie these in there. What I could do is we could end it with a little bit of a roundabout. That's actually not too bad. We'll have this thing run straight to here with a bit of a roundabout over there. The question is, do we do that one as a bit of a roundabout too? The roundabouts, yeah, if we signalize it, it'll work better. Maybe that's just what we need to do here. Signalize these. I'll come back and have a look at it a little bit later and do that. So what I'm going to do here is I think this area would actually work quite well as a bit of a roundabout. So let me get whatever road is that I'm running here. Just the standard, is it? It's this one. So let's upgrade that piece. It is that, right? This is just not wet. Interesting. So let's bring this into, say, over there somewhere. And we'll do a bit of a roundabout over here. Something like so. So now let's grab this piece. And let's do our roundabout. And we're just doing the small one, the 5. Yeah, and then... Oh, to be honest, we shouldn't do it this way because it doesn't snap. So we'll get the others. Just get a standard piece of road. 5 by 5 by 5 by 5 by 5. Ooh. 5 by 5 by 5. So that actually works. Yeah, that's not too bad. And we'll get this and we'll tie it in this way. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. So now let's grab the highway pieces and we'll upgrade it. Nice, and then we can run it down there. We can see how we do that. So shall we do? Let's bring that back a little bit, and we'll try and tie that in. No, look at that. I hate that it did that. Alternatively, if we... Oh, and are we going to get it to go back? No, we're not going to get it to go back. Can you believe it? It's completely warped it. So what I'll need to do is I'll need to fix it somehow. So let's try this one more time. Now we've got auto-saving going on. Come on, come on. Now let's try this again. 5 by 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 5. And I'm gonna just get it straight to go straight out of there. Just give me 5 out of there. Similarly, we're gonna want to do something on this side too. So we'll do that. Now let's trim that back just one more. And now let's see about tying that in. Grabbing this thing. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I'm liking that. That is helping out nicely. This one we'll leave as is for now. Oh, what we still need to do is we need to actually upgrade these pieces. So I've got a bit of a roundabout over there as well to tie things in. I want to grab this main road again and kind of just extend that out some more. Do this direction. Nice and straight sections. Not the one I wanted, so let's just make sure we go back to the other option. Nice, 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 nice. So that's pretty good. So now you immediately have people starting to make use of this to get back onto the road. So I like that. I'm hoping that'll sort things out a little bit. But yeah, this is certainly quite painful, to be honest. So I think we may signalize this. I think it'll be better if we do that. So what we'll do is let's grab the signals. We'll switch it on over there. So now there's a signal piece going on. Nice. So now hopefully that will keep all of that going for a while. Hang on, there's some... Please make sure you keep going in there. Don't worry too much about this. Yeah, we'll see. I want to keep an eye on this, see if that is actually going to work. Too much trying to turn into that direction with this thing over here, and that's not helping us either. Yeah, we may have to do some other fixing work over here. Okay, let's add some more signals to this and see if that works better. Do some signals over there. Question is, will 2 signals do the trick, or do you want to get it to do tons of signals? Yeah, I'm not sure the signals thing is working over here. We're just not getting it to work well. If we're going to do signals, we'll have to manage those signals well. Because these things are all in like the same lane. So let's see if we try and update this a little bit. Actually, it's this one that we want to solve. So let's get rid of that, and then here we want to get that to go straight through. Yeah. See if that helps us out a little bit over here. See if the signal thing with that works. Yeah, that feels like it's doing a little better now. Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe we'll get rid of the signals and see if the... but now I've also got rid of this, haven't I? Like so. Okay, well, let's try it. We'll see. We'll come back in a while and see if that's done anything. Okay, what I want to do is I want to do a bit of a commercial district over here because we ultimately need a fair bit more commercial. What I'll do is I will run the rail. So give me the rail. So we'll just run it so we don't forget about it. That's always a challenge, is to not forget about your rail lines. We'll do it like that, and we'll keep running it in this direction, just so that we have it there. I don't mind the crossing over there. At some point we might grade separate it. For now it's fine as a crossing. This is painful. This is painful amounts of traffic that we're seeing over here. And the question is, shouldn't they just be coming around this way, unless they're going straight there? I still hate the fact that they don't use both the lanes. It's like a big issue for me. Yeah, all of that. I think it'll go, but yeah, it's not the greatest. Our roads around here, around the farm area, is not too good, and we can still fill in the farm. That's definitely something we can do. Okay, so let's plan out that commercial area that we were talking about, and I'm tempted to do something a little bit more interesting with the road layout over here. So let's grab something like that. We'll give it up to there so that we can actually use both sides of it. So we'll do a little something like that, and this area is ultimately going to be a big challenge for traffic. A big challenge if we don't do something that is quite useful. Could do one ways or something like that at some point. See how that works. So if okay, so let's run this thing like so, and let's tie it in over there. I like it. I like the idea of tying it in like that. Yeah. Though that's giving us bike lanes, and this doesn't have any bike lanes, does it? Is there any one of those that actually has bike lanes? Anyone with a median that has bike lanes? I doubt it. I doubt it. They don't have it. They just don't have it. Anyway, now there's a straight through connection over there, which actually makes me wonder whether we should tie it in over here. What we should probably do is curve it a little bit and take it in a little further. So let's give me this piece over here, and let's see about that. So let's start off with like 10 over there, and then what I want to do is let's let's do 20 and a little bit of a roundabout. So let's do, where's my, yeah, so let's do something like that. See how that works as a roundabout. Let's do that. So 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, and 5. That looks interesting with these roundabouts so close together. And then what I'm keen on doing is now we can grab this thing, we can run it out here. Like 5 is what I'm after. And we'll trim that back, and I think that's pretty decent. So now all we do is we tie these in like so. I think that's pretty useful. Oh, what did we do? What did we do? Ah, Florence logging has reached level 2. Area bonus effect 4%. Now we've got a biomass pellet plant, a furniture factory, a sawdust storage, and a forestry workers barracks, and some small tree sapling fields. Okay, we're going to go over there and plant some of that now. I just want to make sure that we do, okay, so first things first, let's do 5, okay, and then I want to do 5 and 5 like so, and we will then run it straight into there. Yeah, that's pretty good. I like the idea of doing that. Probably we'll go back to some of the smaller roads. Maybe something like, what is this? Yeah, there's actually, I think there's a difference between what we've built there and what we've built there. And I think the standard stuff is better, to be honest. It looks better. So if we grab that, now, let's see about running some straight through there. Yeah, I think that's pretty decent. Now, let's... Come on, don't snap there. Come on, come on. Where do I want to go? Yeah, actually, that's what I want to do. Let's do a similar thing over there. Like, ooh. Why did that happen? That's a bit weird. Let's not do that. Let's do this one. Ah, I see. It's not quite right there. And then let's run a bit of a straight through there. And like so. Yeah, that's okay. So now at least that's gonna be it's gonna be a bit of a dead end, I think. Yeah, a dead end. It's gonna be a bit tough if it's a dead end though. Anyway, we're gonna do similar thing over here. Like that, and what we could do is we could tie it in on this side like that. Yeah, that's pretty good. So yes, now we've got a bit more of an interesting piece, but it is still fairly grid-like. I want to make sure that we kind of do similar kind of things over here. So let me, but from here what I might do is I might just do a bit of a straight section up till there, and then what we'll do is we'll do a few pieces like this. I don't actually want to tie them together. So if we do a few pieces like that, and this is going to be more the residential area. Yeah, that's pretty good. I like the idea of doing that. And what we could do is we could actually run a piece over like so. And yeah, that's pretty good right there. And we can actually tie these together. That's pretty decent. That is pretty decent. So what we can do is we can get rid of that piece, and that looks pretty good. It's got some areas where it's like dead ends and things like that. So let's get some water down here first. First things first, some water. So I'll just make the jump over there and run it through there, and then run it straight up there, and we will tie that together. So that's a good starting point. Now how are we going to do this? We'll just run that straight through there. We'll run straight through there a section. We'll run a section through here. Ooh. Actually, let's tie those together, and we'll do little bits and pieces over there to fill that one in. At the same time, I'll run up here and we'll tie in there. So there we go. We've got some water going on there. Now, commercial. I'm thinking we need to do a little bit of high density commercial. Okay, so I'm going to do high density commercial over there. We are going to put some high density residential next to it. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Okay, something like that. Then we're going to do some low density. Ooh, and I don't want to start it right over there. What we'll do is we'll start it like that. So we'll do some residential like so. But what I'll do is, before we get too carried away, let's do some paths. Let's switch off the snapping. So we'll do a little bit like that, and we may trim that back a little. Same thing over here. Oops. So we'll do something like so. Now let's get that back, and let's at least trim that back. We'll see how that works out, but we'll at least trim that back a little. What we could do is we could actually put a little bit more commercial in there, just because that's fairly close to industrial pieces. So yeah, now we've got a bit of commercial coming up here pretty quickly. And I just want to do little pieces like that. I don't want to do too extreme high density, as it can get a little tough to manage with the traffic flow and things like that. What I'll do is I'll actually run a little bit of high density through there as well, and even that little chunk over there. Now let's see, we're going to need some... How's our death care going? It seems pretty good, but we could probably do with another one somewhere over here. Is that a decent spot for it? In there, maybe? I don't want to put it up there. I don't want to put it on there. All the way in the end here, maybe? On this road? I'm not too sure where we want to put it. Over there, maybe? It's quite... Well, I don't necessarily think that that's a good idea, though. Anything... Maybe a piece... actually, maybe somewhere like this is not bad. Yeah, let's do that. Let's put a bit of a symmetry over there. Now, let's see. What else do we need? We need a bit of a clinic or something. Let's just do a standard clinic somewhere on this road. Maybe this section over here, actually. Let's do that. A clinic there. Let's grab something else. Maybe a bit of a fire something here. Yeah, let's do that. Some police station stuff. And anything else. Schools and stuff. But the schools, I feel we need to move. Well, over here is probably a good spot. To that one. ABC elementary. More elementary pieces. Elementary. A classic high school. Let's put a classic high school opposite the road over there. Yeah, it's gonna. I think it's gonna fill in quite nicely in this area. We want a school pretty nearby, pretty close. Now let's fill in some more commercial pieces, but I'm thinking a little bit more low density in this area now. So let's fill in the rest of this as low density, and I'm tempted to do the rest over there as well as low density. Maybe not that line there. So up against the rail. Yeah, something like that. A little bit of this popping in. Probably need some more of that going on. We'll do some of this over here. Nothing on there, of course. Okay, are we doing well with that? I think this area is getting along nicely, apart from the fact that we run out of power. So we have got so much of this in the line of power now. Can we get something that's going to give us a decent amount of power? 240. How much are we getting from these? 40. Yeah, we obviously need a bit of 240 power over here. So that's a fair amount, but we can quite easily afford that. So what I'll do is I will see about adding a piece like that somewhere. Over there. Yeah, let's do that. Let's add that in there. So I've got a nice big power plant over here that's going to fix all of that issues for us. I'm tempted that we make sure we tie these over here. Do a bit of that, so at least we get power connected straight through there, a bit of redundancy added over there. So are we starting to see some traffic coming this way? I believe we are. And over there, this interchange is starting to see a bit of traction going on. This is still fairly busy. We'll have to see how we manage that, but we're starting to see some traffic running straight through here, through this dirt road. Yeah, not bad. Are we starting to see some action over here either also? I don't think so, not yet. And this is still without power. What I wanted to do is let's fill in this area as residential. See how that works. Wanted to just make sure we tie these, and this is probably needing both pieces. So one like that, and we'll do one like that. That's a bit of a nightmare, isn't it? People actually walk through there? I don't know. I don't know if they'll do it. It's filling in quite nicely over here. I like it. A little bit of a commercial cluster right here with some, probably going to be some traffic problems, but hopefully not too much. And yeah, I think that is where we're going to end the episode. We're making our way towards the ore industry over here. And this will kind of be the area. Yeah. So, what are you thinking about our new layout? Connecting this would make sense, but I don't want to have a lot of kind of rat run movements through here. This area looks quite nice and quirky the way it is over there, and I like the way that kind of sags down there. What I will do through here though is, let's just, before we end the episode, we'll make sure to run one through there, so you can actually walk straight through from the one to the other. I like it. That straight but slightly off center piece that we've got going on over there. Okay guys, so yeah, that's pretty good. Oh, I wanted to go to level 2 over here as well, or see what the level 2 stuff is all about. Got some outputs here. We're not making money over here just yet, but we hopefully will get ourselves there. Oh, there's some money coming in. Some plain timber going out straight away. Yeah, we'll deal with the forestry industry by expanding that in the next episode. But this one, I'm also pretty keen on us getting our ore industry over here in a bit of a town in the middle between the two. And that'll almost be our first little town. Then I think what we'll do is we'll try and move out and maybe do something over here somewhere, or even maybe somewhere over there, or I don't know yet. We'll see. Want to tie into some of these rail lines as well at some point, so maybe a bridge across or a ferry. It's a little tough. It's a massive bridge that you need to construct through there, but anyway, I'm liking it so far. This isn't too bad. It's actually working pretty well from this side now. So I think we're kind of getting it there. Potentially what we could do is we could get a turn off somewhere over here. Okay guys, that's it. That's going to be the end of it, and I will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Hit the like button. Bye bye.